Hi everybody, Candy here. Today we're going to be doing something new, light switch covers. I have made a little cardboard thing. The blue stuff is putty. I've made it the shape of the hole of the light switch cover, and it fills that in while I do my painting. And I just put tape around it to hold it into place. And so this is all trial and error. We'll see how it works. I may come up with something else. You got to be a little bit of MacGyver from time to time. So that just fits in there and sits on the cup. Now I'm using leftover paint today. Oh, the screws. This is something that I made to set the screws in for them to dry, because I'm leaving the screws in while I'm painting it so that they'll be the same color as the light switch plate. And what I'll do when I'm done painting them is just lift them out like this with the tweezers and set them in the holes. I just took a drill bit and drilled out some holes a little bit bigger than the screws so that they'll sit in there upright to dry. And right here I'm making a mistake. I'm turning it to get the line to coordinate with the other one. Later on you'll see that made it very hard to get out, so don't do that. Now the paints that I'm using is leftover paints from other pours. Here I've got a turquoise mixed with other blues, not sure what colors. This is Aquatex base, Aqua by Liquitex Basics. And I've put a little bit of water in them to thin them out. This is Deco Art Purple Pearl. It's a metallic extreme sheen. The other two colors, I'm fixing to show you the deco right here. This is the Purple Pearl Extreme Sheen. My cousin Tammy got me a whole bunch of Extreme Sheen metallics for Christmas, and this was one of them. Beautiful color. These two, I put the Artist Loft Iridescent Medium in them to give them a bit of shimmer and shine. Just one drop did it. Then I added water to thin them out some, because as they sit, they get a little thick. Thick and gooey. I'm going to be using my airbrush today. My boys bought me that for Mother's Day last year, I think. And this is the white. I'm going to be doing it similar to a Dutch pour. So I'm going to be putting the white around the paint after I puddle it on the light switch plate, and then I'll blow it out with the airbrush. So we're going to be using the turquoise first, just adding a puddle, and then the aqua, and then the purple pearl. Oops, I dropped y'all, sorry. Now the white surrounding it so that I can blow that over the colors and then blow it out. I'm going to speed this part up so that this video isn't very long. Now I found when I was blowing this out that my paints were a little thick and I struggled getting it to spread correctly. So next time I will put a little more water in them to thin them out a bit more. All this is trial and error. I haven't seen anybody do these on YouTube videos yet. So I'm kind of coming up with all this myself. Feel free to do one of your own. It was a lot of fun though. And you know, it's a good idea because they're small things that people can afford, number one. Number two, you're using up old paint, so it doesn't cost a lot to create them. I got a box of 10 of these for just a couple bucks at Home Depot. So I found that the aqua and the purple kind of didn't show up too good, so I'm adding I'm adding more paint. And you can do that. If you see that the colors aren't coming out right, put some more on there. It's your creation. What I was going for was kind of like a burst of color from the center out. So that's what I was trying to go for here. But it turned out really, really well. When I'm done, I'm going to be showing you a close-up, and you'll see that I also had cells in it, which was pretty cool looking. No treadmill. None of that. I don't use any silicone in my paint. Very rarely will I do that. So now I'm taking out the screws, sitting them in my tray to dry, or my block. And you'll see what I was talking about on the other one. I had a little bit of a time getting it out. So don't do what I did. Don't turn the screw before you paint. Make sure they're loose. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And I would appreciate it if you would share the video so others can see it. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I've got a lot of fun things coming up in the future. I've got unicorn spit that I'm fixing to start making things with. I've got 2 tables that I'm going to be painting. And I've got some other things that I'm coming up with. So some real exciting stuff coming up. And also, look through my prior videos if you haven't already. I've got all different kind of things in the videos, and I also have my grandchildren doing paintings. They love to do them, and they love to be on the YouTube channel. They are so funny. My 4-year-old grandson Jackson, you'll see him at the end of this video. I have a surprise video of him being a total gentleman at the end of this, so watch it till the end. But I videoed him making a painting. You'll see it. It's so funny. He was telling people to like my movie, subscribe, share. He's 4 years old. He was cracking me up. But I've got the screws in the drying block now, and gonna take out my homemade filler thing. It actually worked very well. It did exactly what I needed it to do. So you gotta do a little MacGyver stuff from time to time. There it is. I do want something else to set the light plate on, though. That cup is quite light, and I see that it moves around when I'm like wiping the drips out from underneath it and things like that. Now here I'm taking a toothpick and I'm just kind of filling in the holes where the paint didn't go. That way it's all covered. I mean, the screws are going to go in there anyway and cover it up, but just because I wanted to make sure it was all finished. I'm going to show you a close-up here in a few minutes also. This one turned out so pretty. I'm just wiping the drips out from underneath it. If you don't take the drips off, it'll pull your paint down. So you don't want to leave the drips on there. You want to wipe them off. I've got the entire back of the light switch plate taped, and I'll show you that on another one. There it is. See the cells that came up? Isn't that amazing? You can't see the shimmer right now, but I'll show you dried results at the end and you'll see it then. Here I'm going to show you a couple of ones that I finished and let dry before doing this video. Isn't that neat though? That turned out so good. Those colors are so pretty together. There's one. That was of the navy, a gold, white, and green. The green didn't show up too awful much. You can see a little bit of it in there. But that one turned out really sharp. That looks like a gentleman's light switch cover. It almost looks marbled. And there's where I have it all taped with masking tape. And any tape will probably do. And I have one more that I'm going to show you. There it is. Now this one is neon pink, gold, yellow, orange, and white. Isn't that beautiful? That would look so good in a teenage girl's room or a little girl's room. But that shimmer, the iridescent medium that I used, and with the metallics, oh, I just love it. And there's how I tape the back. Now I'm going to be also showing you how I do my jewelry. I have the clear cabochons. I believe this one's a 25 millimeter. This is going to be a necklace. And it's round domed on the top and flat on the bottom, and they're clear. And what I do is I take a skewer with some of that blue putty that I showed you that I made the filler thing with, and I put it to stick it on the round part so that the flat part is open and not obstructed. I find a nice looking place that I like in my paint drippings. I just dip it down in there and voila, you have a painted cabochon. I'll go into detail about jewelry making in an upcoming video. Now if you have excess paint on the back of your cabochon, not to worry. What I do is I hold it at an angle and let a drip down, and then I just touch my surface to get the drip off. It doesn't bother with your composition, not much at all. And there it is. That's going to be for the necklace. Then you very carefully, now they're a little slippery and hard to hold on to, so you have to be very gentle and go slow. But take it off of the putty and then lay it upside down on a drying tray. Now I'm going to get the smaller ones for the earrings. I do not remember what size they were. For some reason I want to say 7, but that doesn't sound right. So I'm not sure what size they were. They're just, I just bought the little dangly earrings sets. They're round. And I do the same thing with this. Put it on the end of the putty, and then find a place that's compatible with the area that I did the necklace in, and I dip my earring cabochons. I'd like to order some of that snap jewelry and try that. There's a channel, Christine, oh, what was her name? Christine Welch, was it? They have a Monday night, her and her husband have a Monday night auction, and they do paintings on their channel. Great couple, they're very funny. I enjoy watching them. But she does the snap-on jewelry. And I'd like to order some of those bases and do some of that as well. I ordered the ones that I have now off of Amazon. However, some of the girls, hold on, I dropped you again. Sorry about that. Some of the girls order from Lily's, I believe it is. That's one of the places you can order them from. That's where Christine gets hers. I think it's Lily's and a couple of other places on the internet that you can get the jewelry. But the jewelry is so much fun to make. It's so relaxing. You can sit and watch TV, make jewelry. A lot of fun. And it is very pretty. Very pretty jewelry. I'll show you guys a set that I made earlier that's dry. And also, I'll show you this set and the light cover switch that I made at the end of the video. I'll show you pictures of dried results. And I also have a bonus video at the end, a very short one, of my grandson Jackson. Oh, there they are. I made those earlier this week. I had to flip the earring over. Isn't that pretty? So here comes the dried results. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next one. Hilarious. Look at this kid. I don't think he does, but don't tell him that.
Oh, look, yes. Oh, look, Sonic playing football. How come everyone dressed up for Sonic? Well, we did not. Sonic. Well, I dressed up for Pokemon. Did you see the kid with the Sonic? Yeah, I'm like, oh, how come this? Sonic. What? This is hilarious. I can't believe that.
Oh, he cracks me up, this kid.
This kid doesn't even have to hold the door, but. Wow, this is
Is that it, Jackson? Is that it? Okay. They're checking to see if anybody else is in there. Good job, buddy. So proud of you. That's it? Huh? How many more?
There's a couple.
A couple more, okay. Are they coming this way? Okay.
Some of them are sitting down still. Jack.
Are you done? You did good. Come here, you. I am so proud of you. Give me 5, dude. That was awesome. Good job, Jackson. All right, kiddos.